What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski and I'm back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, guys, as you can see, I am bringing back the top 5 series. Now, in this video, guys, I will be going ahead and breaking down the top 5 slasher units in One Piece Treasure Cruise Global and Japan. From now on, every top 5 from here on out will be a top 5 of units depending on either Japan or global version. It will include both games, just because I wanted to include some of the Japanese units, because some of the Japanese units are absolutely phenomenal and I want to showcase them to you guys. But if you guys do not want to get spoiled on some of the future content that is going to be coming out into One Piece Treasure Cruise Global, then I highly suggest to, potentially wait. But if you really don't care and if you want to see which are the top 5 slash units in my opinion, then make sure to stick around for the video. Now, before we actually do get into it, I do want to say that it is all my opinion. So if you guys don't agree with my opinion, make sure to leave your opinions in the comment section down below. But without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the video. At the number 5 spot, we have Hawkeye's Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman, otherwise known as Hawk, the 6-star legend Mihawk character. So let's go ahead and break him down real quick. So he is a slasher character with no secondary typing. His stats are actually really cool: 3,900 HP, 1490 attack, 120 recovery. He has 55 cost like all other legends. He has 4 socket spots, and his captain ability will boost the attack of slasher characters by a variable factor between 2 times and 2.75 times based on the timing of the attack in the previous unit. So how this works is that if you hit a perfect continuously, if you keep hitting a perfect, then your next slasher character will get 2.75 times attack. So as long as you keep hitting perfects, then you're good to go. You deal so much damage. If you're not hitting perfect and you hit a great, you will get 2.5 times attack, and I believe you get 2.25 if it is a good, and then it's 2 times if it's a miss. So overall, he's actually an amazing captain. 2.75 for slashes continuously is really good with no drawbacks whatsoever. It is an amazing captain ability. However, there are other units further on down the track in this top 5 that have a better captain ability, in my opinion, to 6-star Mihawk. So we'll go ahead and break down his special, which starts at 25 turns and it will max at 19 turns, deals 50% of the damage dealt in the previous turn as typeless damage to all enemies. This is why this guy is so good, is because his special is so unique. Like, no other character in the game, even on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise, has this type of special at all. It is just an amazing special, and it enables slashers to deal so much more damage, and it makes it so that they don't even need like a second turn of like perfect orbs and type boosters and orb boosters, because they can just do 1 turn of massive burst damage and then have this guy on the team as a sub unit and go ahead and boom, use his special, and you'll be dealing massive amounts of damage. So overall, this guy is an amazing unit, definitely not a bad unit at all. He is a phenomenal slasher character, really good as a captain or a sub, and he does have 4 socket spots as well that are easily socketable, because obviously Raid Boss Mihawk is the easiest raid boss out of any raid boss in the game, and he's very, very easy to socket, being that you can clear it in like a minute. So it's ridiculously fast to socket him, and overall an insane unit to start off the top 5. Moving on now to Raid Boss Doflamingo. So Don Quixote Doflamingo, Warlord of the Sea, obviously being a 5-star unit, is a dex slasher driven character. Max stats, he has 2311 health, 1500 flat attack, and 255 recovery. So overall his stats are insane, and he has 50 cost like all other evolved raid bosses, and he has 2 socket spots. Now his captain ability will boost the attack and HP of slashers by 2 times, so very usable, very useful captain ability. And his special ability, which is why this guy is so insane, which maxes at 14 turns, switches orbs twice and then amplify the effect of orbs by 2 times for 1 turn. So he is the tied highest orb magnifier in the game. There are, I think, 3 others. There's the Legend Doflamingo, of course. There is the Invasion Shanks, and there is also the Frankie, the Time Skip Frankie. They are all 2 times orb boosters, but with Frankie they are very limited to yellow units, and Shanks is an awesome character, and I think he only limits it to Free Spirit and Cerebral characters. And then you have obviously the 2 Doflamingos in the game, which are insane units. So Raid Boss Doflamingo is just awesome, being a slasher character, being put into so many slashers teams, and because he enables you to switch orbs twice, so he's a really really strong orb manipulator, as well as being that orb booster as well. So even if your orbs are in the wrong order, you can go ahead and switch them around to your liking, and then you can get some matching orbs, and as well as getting that awesome 2x orb boost as well. Now, one thing about this guy that is so crazy is he's a free-to-play character. You don't even have to spend a gem to actually get this guy, which is the best thing about him. So useful, and he doesn't even get put on slasher teams a lot of the time. He can be put on any team whatsoever. He's just that useful, being so accessible and so powerful. So in my opinion, just being so accessible and so powerful as he is, that is why he takes the number 4 spot on this top 5 list. Now we move on to the 3rd spot on the top 5 list, and here we have Trafalgar Law Warlord of the Sea. So he is the legend 6-star Law, who is a Psi/a free spirit character. Max level at level 99, he has 2790 HP, 1484 attack, and 470 recovery. So across the board, he has insane stats, and he has 55 costs like all the other legends, 5 socket spots as well. Now his captain ability, which is exactly why he's on this list, is basically because his captain ability is actually pretty amazing, giving you so much damage output, boost the attack of slashes and free spirits by 2x at the start of the chain, and then after 3 perfects you get 3x attack, and then after 5 perfects your last character in your chain will get a 4x attack. So obviously if you're bringing a double Law, it'll be 4x4, being 16x attack for your last character, which is freaking phenomenal. So much damage output as a captain. Now his special ability is a multi-stage special. His stage 2 will max at 20 turns, and his stage 1 will start at 13 turns, and he makes damage and health cutting specials of all characters, bypass all defensive buffs, and then deals 50 times his attack in side damage to one enemy. So his special is pretty good. What it does is it enables you to basically break down an opponent's combo shield, combo barrier, any damage limiters they have, and it enables you to go ahead and use health cutting and damaging specials through those barriers when you use this guy first with his special. So it enables you to use your Mihawk against people with combo barriers and stuff like that. It just enables you to do a much more amount of damage than you would previously be able to. So this guy just enables you to just access different things and just to do things that you wouldn't be able to do normally. So his special is actually kind of good, but his captain ability is what kind of sets him on this list. Now his captain ability is just crazy. 3 times after the 3rd perfect, so the first 3 units in your team aren't going to be doing that much damage. They're still going to be doing a little bit of damage because they get 2x attack, but after that 3rd perfect, 3x attack, and that last unit 4x attack, which is crazy, and there's no downside to it. The only downside is that you actually have to hit your perfects. So that's the only downside I would guess about this guy, is that you have to actually hit perfects. But other than that, he's just an amazing unit overall. And even with the new Law ship, the submarine ship that had just come out on Japan, it enables you to make perfects more easier to hit. So partner that with this guy and you've got an amazing team. So that is exactly why this guy is on the top 5 list on number 3 spot, is because he enables you to deal so much damage without much drawbacks at all, and partners really well with his own Law submarine ship. Moving on to the second last spot on the top 5 list is Borsellino, otherwise known as Kizaru, the 6-star legend, and he is a Psi/a shooter character at max level. At level 99, he has 2590 HP, attack power of 1489, and recovery of 500 flat, which is really crazy, really good stats. 55 cost, of course, like all other legends, and 4 socket spots. Now, his captain ability will reduce the cooldowns of all specials by 1 turn at the start of the fight, and it will boost the attack of all characters by 2 times, and then all recovery of all characters is boosted by 1.3 times. However, that 2 times attack will get boosted up to 3 times attack if you use Borsellino's special in that turn. So that is absolutely phenomenal, enabling you to deal so much damage output in a specific turn that you choose, which is really good. And the good thing about this guy is that you can partner it up and have a double Borsellino captain, and you only have to use one of the specials to make both of them activate to deal 3 times attack to all your characters, which is really good, meaning that you can conserve one for another time and try and get that stage 3 special, and you can use the other one for the stage 1 special, where it doesn't really do that much, but the stage 1 special can just enable you to get the 3 times attack boost, which is really good. Now, not only is this guy's captain ability really insane, But his special ability is basically why he is as high as he is, because there is no other character like it for slashers. There is sort of a character for shooters, I guess, you know, being Heracles, he sort of does it in a way, but with Borsellino, you just have so much freedom to do what you want. So his special will max at 17 turns for stage 3, and it changes all orbs on shooters and slasher characters into matching orbs. They get a full board of matching orbs for free. It recovers 10 times this character's recovery in HP, so you get 5,000 HP recovered, or 6,000 with max recovery candies, and then deal 10 hits of random or large random typeless damage to random enemies. So this guy's special is freaking crazy, so good for slashers, and the thing is, he has insane stats as well, so putting him on a slasher team as a sub or a captain makes him absolutely phenomenal. So as a captain, he actually can clear so much content. I think he can actually clear everything in the game, being a captain, which is, it's crazy to think that this guy as a captain can clear like literally everything in the game. It's so crazy. Obviously you need to have the right sub units to do it, but as a captain, phenomenal captain ability, and that special is so good. Definitely want to partner this guy up with some slashers or some shooters for that really nice orb manipulation, as well as giving you some recovery, which is one thing that slashers don't have, that reliable recovery. They sort of rely on having just a lot of HP and trying to, you know, survive off that, but having a little bit of recovery is actually really helpful. Makes you, you know, survive a couple of hits that you really shouldn't be, so that's really good. And also dealing 10 hits of large random typeless damage to random enemies can actually help out in a lot of instances. Definitely when there's like a combo shield, you can go ahead and use his special, and it will go down and knock down that combo shield by 10 hits, which is really insane. Helps you to try and clear off that last stage, you know, against most boss stages where they have you know, the combo shield. So you can go ahead and use that and just knock down that combo shield. Helps a lot in trying to clear that stage. And, you know, just overall, after you use that OP special, you get 3 times attack if he's your captain. So it's absolutely insane, and that is why this guy deserves the number 2 spot on my top 5 list. And now we've finally made it to the final unit, unit number 1, being Roronoa Zoro, Reunion of the Straw Hat Pirates, the Legend 6-star Zoro. So this guy here is only available in Japan currently. We should be getting it after the next 3 or 4 batches, I would say. So he is just around the corner for all of us players on Global. He is phenomenal. So he is a Dex slasher driven character, and he has a max level at level 99, 3,603 HP, 1518 attack, and 294 recovery. So once again, being a legend, having amazing stats overall, 55 cost, and he also has 5 socket spots. So being a Straw Hat character, you would think that he might have only 4 socket spots, because they're so easily socketable. However, they've given this guy 5 socket spots, and he is pretty easy to socket as well. So that makes it a whole lot easier for this guy. Then we get into the part where this is what makes this guy insane. So his captain ability, if you have 5 or more slashers on your crew, boost the attack of slasher characters by 2.5 and their HP by 1.5. But if you defeat an enemy in the previous turn, it will boost the attack of slashers by 3 times instead. So that is crazy. That is phenomenal. Like at the worst case scenario, you're going to be getting 2.5 times attack and 1.5 times HP to your slashers. So you're going to have a lot of HP and a pretty good multiplier for your slashers. However, if you did kill something in the previous turn, then you're going to get 3 times attack. Now, in most cases, you're going to be having 3 times attack, which is so good. And a lot of people ask me about this, but in the situation where a character will revive, so let's say you kill an enemy and they revive, does that count as killing an enemy for that turn? And it does. So if you actually use this guy as a captain and, you know, you're on 3 times attack and you kill off an enemy but it does revive, you're going to still keep that 3 times attack because you did technically kill something in that previous turn. So this guy is the best slasher captain, period. I don't care what you guys say, this guy is the best slasher captain, in my opinion. You know, you guys might have a different opinion. You might think Law or, you know, Legend Mihawk might be a bit better. In my personal opinion, I think this guy is the best slasher captain. Obviously, there is that drawback where you have to have at least 5 slashers on your crew in order to, you know, actually get the multipliers. You know, that isn't that bad. That isn't that bad because we just stated a whole bunch of slashers that are really good. Obviously, Borsellino, who will fit on that team perfectly, giving you full board of orbs. Ray Dofi for that 2 times orb boost, and also that Legend Mihawk as well for the amazing special that he has. But it doesn't stop there with this guy. This guy is special. which maxes at 16 turns, which is phenomenal. It deals 60 times this character's attack as typeless damage to all enemies, and then if Zoro is your captain when you activate the special, it will boost the attack of slashes by 2 times for 1 turn. 2 times for 1 turn! And then if he's not your captain and you use this special, you're still getting 1.75 times attack to slashes for 1 turn. So at worst case scenario, if he's not your captain, you're still getting the same multiplier as 3-day 2-year Zoro. But if he's your captain, you're getting 2 times attack to slashes for 1 turn, which is amazing. So you partner this up with, Ray Dofi, so you have 2 times attack, 2 times orb boost. You got Borsellino to give you the orbs, and then you're just ready to go. It's absolutely insane. You just do a massive amount of burst damage, and especially if you have a second Zoro as your second captain, as your friend captain, you'll have 2 turns of 2 times attack, because you can use their special in the next turn as well. So that is why this guy is on this list as number 1. He is the best slasher captain, and his special boosts slashes by 2 times. There is no other slasher, character in the game that boosts by 2 times, I think. If I'm not mistaken, there's no other character that boosts slashes by 2 times. So this guy definitely deserves the number 1 spot, in my opinion, for the top 5 slasher units in One Piece Treasure Cruise. And that is going to end today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below. And also, guys, if you have any suggestions of any other top 5s that I could do, perhaps maybe later on during the week, or like I'll make it like a weekly series where once a week I'll do a top 5 series, leave any suggestions for top 5s down below. And if you see in the comments of a top 5 that you really like, make sure to like that comment so I can see which ones are the most popular, and then I can go from there. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.